Good evening, Aaron Wilkinson here for New Zealand Storm Chasers, wearing the suit tonight because we've just done the weather for Country Television, Sky Channel 81. Check us out tonight at 7 PM if you do like. So, the past couple of days, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, we had some turbulent weather, a bit of unstable weather. We ended up getting some instability for western regions. There were a few thunderstorms about, a little bit of hail also. It wasn't terribly extensive, but there was a little bit there. Then yesterday, Wednesday, we ended up getting a few thunderstorms for Canterbury. Now, I didn't mention that in my last Outlook, did I? But give me a little bit of a break. It was about 5-6 days into the future, so that's quite hard to tell. Thunderstorms anywhere beyond about 3 days starts to get a bit difficult in the forecasting world. But anyway, we'll go over why those storms happen. So this is the map yesterday for midday. Notice that blob of low pressure right there out to the east. That's critical because it induced a southwesterly airflow over the Canterbury Plains. While we knew there was going to be a lot of cold upper air, surface temperatures this time of year I wouldn't have thought would have been conducive to any thunderstorms developing across the Canterbury Plains. And to be honest, they were close to not producing a thunderstorm or two. However, they did occur. So there must have been just enough surface moisture, just enough surface temperatures in terms of warmth, even though it felt cold. Relatively speaking, it was warm compared to the upper air. So that allowed a few thunderstorms to occur. So yes, we got southwesterlies freshening up for Canterbury sort of later in the morning towards midday. A few beefy thunderstorm cells developed, and there was hail in there also. Here is a picture from Maz Ballantyne. Thank you for submitting that photo. Some interesting looking hail there. There's also a couple of videos on our New Zealand Storm Chasers group Facebook page. One from Janice Belgrave and another from Ollie Gale. Thank you very much for those videos. So let's move to our next map, which is the surface winds for yesterday. See that southwesterly there picking up across the Canterbury Plains? That helped bring in a bit of a sort of like a convergence, if you like. Winds were light to begin with, but as those winds freshened, helped push those clouds up. And then this map here is the temperatures around the sort of 5,000, 5,500 metre level up in the atmosphere. Some very cold air over New Zealand there. Canterbury, those temperatures were around -31 degrees Celsius, so that really holds that instability. Okay, let's look at the next 7 days ahead. There isn't too much going on, but there are a few features we should take note of. On Saturday, a front here pushing in from the Tasman Sea. The west coast, there'll be some rain, perhaps a few heavy falls, and there could be some thunder. I wouldn't rate it at a terribly high risk, but there is a possibility there. In the east, it'll be a bit cool. Northerly airflow over New Zealand, quite a bit of warm air over New Zealand in this map here. See, there's our blue line there, so cold air here, warm air coming down like that. In the east, you would think it would be warm, but it's not really. Bit of a northeasterly down the coast. In Christchurch, you know, if it's a northeasterly day, lots of high cloud. It's never terribly warm, is it? But let's move to Sunday, midday. That area, well, that front that is pushing into the South Island like that, it sort of forms into an area of low pressure just in, well, upper North Island there. Any instability, though, appears to be riding just here to the north. You never know, though. The positioning of that low could change. Some instability could come into Northland, Auckland on Sunday. So we'll leave it in there as a possibility, but at this stage the instability appears to be riding here further to the north. East and South Island, very nice temperatures in the afternoon on Sunday, mid to late teens. So mark that in your diary or something like that. Okay, now let's look at the next chance. Monday morning next week, very early in the morning. There's our area of low pressure there. It's tightening up. Strong southwesterlies across the North Island. The front has curled around back into northern Hawke's Bay, Gisborne. There is a chance of some instability there in the morning, perhaps a rumble of thunder or two. I wouldn't rate it at a high risk, but a possibility is there. Then if we move further afield to about Thursday next week, there is a few weak features moving into the South Island. At this stage, I wouldn't say there'll be any thunderstorms, but you never know. It could develop into something by then. Okay, that's all from me tonight. We'll catch you again Thursday later next week. Please like this video, subscribe to the page, the channel if you can. That would be much appreciated. Share the video with your friends. Okay, we'll catch you next time. Severe thunderstorm branch hail